What do you think, Ziggy? Yeah, you couldn't get in there all winter. Couldn't get there last spring. So it's time to open up these air pruning boxes and see what we've got. Taken a few out already. Things are looking good. Over the winter, I had banked the bottoms with mulch. You can see all down here to cover the air gap and up the sides a bit, give them some insulation. Even though I'm at 7B and they should probably be fine, when you're exposing the roots on the bottom, always a good idea to protect them if you can. Certainly anywhere north of here, they would definitely be in danger, particularly the Henryi, which are they're not as hardy, right, Ziggy? Yeah. This nice loose soil, these really just come right out. There's one, a little, not the biggest, but yeah, nice stuff. So I've taken some out of this one already, and this is Henryi, and a minute here we'll take a look at the seedling Qing on the other side here. Got to finish breaking into this. It's a pain to get at them, but there wouldn't be any trees here if I had left it to the squirrels, so be right back with this side. I think I got a little tired of me working on this, but here's the Qing seedlings. Quite a forest in here, and let's go ahead and first couple you just kind of got to pull up. Hard for me to get in there. And there we go. Nice roots. Such a soft mix. It doesn't seem to be damaging the roots at all as they come up. And I don't know. These are probably about 30 inches on the top there. Mostly in the. Almost all of them are over 2 feet, but between 2 and 3 feet. A few are probably just touching 3 feet, but mostly between 2 and 3. So that's what we have at the end of the year. Roots come out nice and easy. Sort of tap-rooted here. And one thing I will say is this is most likely an example of a seed nut that had been sprouted quite a bit when I planted it, and either wasn't able to get it straight or just laying out. So that's one of the things when you stratify, it's going to be really helpful to keep them actually in Ziplocs without lots of wet media around them. They'll sprout less, which I've found last year. I had media too wet, a lot of sprouting. And they all worked, but I'd prefer, lifetime of the plant, that's not going to be a big deal, but it's nice to have it go straight down like this guy here. Anyway, so that's Qing seedlings. Always remember, they are seedlings. These are not cultivars. These are not grafted trees. And then over here are my Henryi, and these are seedlings also, but they're of the species, but probably a hybrid with Mollissima. I'm not going to do any genetic testing, so I'll really never know, but so I'd say it was a pretty successful grow for all these seedlings. And last thing, I'll just take a look at my pawpaws, and these are banked much more because I had so many in here, and I'd heard they're very tender on the roots with freezing. These are still going to be in here. These I'm going to let grow another season. They're not that tall, and pawpaws really, when you mess with the roots, they'll sulk for a while, so I want to give them a good chance. Grow one more season, and then they'll be ready to move out. Some are hitting a foot, certainly not big enough to plant out in the field really and try and fend on their own. I mean, they probably would be, but I'd rather next year they'll be 1 to 2 feet, so maybe even taller, depending, a few of them. So anyway, there's the pawpaws, and there are all my chestnuts. I'd say it was a success, and glad to see they're coming out nicely.